But he was just a person who loved the river and loved being here. And the biggest, what really got him motivated is that that time, what we now call wetlands, marshes, bogs, swamps, they were all seen as objectionable places, wastelands. And because he was an angler and spent a lot of time on the river and a hunter, he realized that wetlands were places where fish spawned, and they were places where birds depended on for cover during migration, for food. He knew that if you succeeded in removing all these wetlands, all these acres, hundreds of thousands of acres, up and down the Mississippi, you were going to harm the Mississippi River ecosystem. Once he understood that, he lived in Chicago, but this was an area he loved. He just went to town to try to stop it. Somehow the Isaac Walton League, they were people mostly in business. They had influential friends, and somehow they got members of Congress to say, okay, we'll take this not valuable land, and instead of allowing it to all be drained in a big, and it was going to be a costly scheme federal government was going to pay for, we will allow it to be, we'll purchase it and make it into a federal refuge. And it was a beginning, and then the refuge grew after that. But that's how it started. He was just like Will Dilg. He loved the Mississippi. He loved fishing. He loved canoeing. And he wanted land for the public. He was just totally dedicated to private land becoming public and being made available for everyone on the river and along the river. And he used all the money he made from his grocery store, or not all of it, but you can't imagine how much, all the land that goes up to Garvin Park, the Garvin Lookout, that was John Latch. He gave that to the city. He gave it, and the deed always said for the benefit of wildlife, hunting, fishing, and other recreation, and it can never be turned over to a private party. The only, if he's given it to, say, a city, or the state, the only other entity they could turn it over to would be the Upper Mississippi Wildlife Refuge. I mean, it kept growing from there, but I mean, they were huge. Yeah. They were huge. It's they're such an inspiration. What they did, they're so selfless. It's remarkable.